Good afternoon. Here is the news at 4. First, the highlights. Lagos State Governor commended President Tinubu for providing support for procurement of additional rolling stocks on Blue Line Corridor. National Orientation Agency warns against spread of illegal small arms in Akwa Ibom. On the foreign scene, Russia's massive drone bomber attack killed 4 people, injured nearly 60 others in Ukraine's Kharkiv. And in sports, Nigerian forward Esther Okoronkwo makes Canadian club AFC Toronto's Player of the Month for May. And now the details. I am Akan Usen. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has commended President Bola Tinubu for providing the support for the procurement of additional rolling stocks on the Blue Line Corridor to make transportation faster and more efficient for commuters in the state. Governor Sanwo-Olu stated this at the official unveiling and handover of the newly acquired 3 sets of car trains with 4 coaches each to the Lagos Area Metropolitan Transport Authority, LAMATA, and the rail managers. Sanwo-Olu, who was accompanied by the managing director of LAMATA, Abimbola Akinjo, and other cabinet members, said the new additions will ensure a reduction in journey time, more reliable and predictable train experience, with the trains arriving at the stations every 10 or 15 minutes going forward.
Mr. President also deemed it fit, and we're extremely very grateful. We've expressed it before, to have supported us financially extensively in the procurement of this additional rolling stock. And so now you can see that his agenda is working, and is working very well for us in Lagos State, because what this means is that people that hitherto will have relied on bus transactions or bus means of movement, or even our train, but they will say that it takes a long time once we miss a train for it to come back. Now the trains will come quicker and faster than what.
Our correspondent Adeola Akindele quotes Governor Sanwo-Olu as promising Lagos residents of more purposeful governance, anticipating additional rolling stocks on the Red Line Rail before the end of next year to reduce transportation costs on the train. The Lagos State Health Management Agency, LASHMA, has encouraged students of Lagos State University of Technology, LASUSTECH, to take full advantage of the Lyrical Health Insurance Scheme for better access to health care. Speaking during a sensitization event at the LASUSTECH campus in Ikorodu, LASHMA's Permanent Secretary, Emanuela Zamba, emphasized the importance of health coverage for students. Represented by the agency's Head of Sales and Marketing, Uche Igwe Onya, Zamba praised the university for enrolling both staff and students in the lyrical scheme, saying it shows a commitment to their overall well-being. She noted that with the increasing academic pressure and lifestyle changes among students, unexpected health issues can arise, making insurance coverage not just beneficial but essential. A devastating flood has wreaked havoc on some communities in Oyo State, destroying property alongside farmlands worth several millions of naira. According to reports, some of the victims are currently taking refuge in nearby communities. One of the victims, Akim Olatubosun, said the flood caught them unawares as it was never envisaged, and called on the state government to come to their aid to mitigate the effect on their families. In his condolence message, the State Road Maintenance Agency expressed its deepest condolences to the families, friends, and loved ones of those affected by the flood. A statement by its chairman, Busoye Busoye Ogunlade acknowledged the devastating impact of this natural disaster on communities, homes, and livelihoods. Ogunlade assured them of the agency's commitment to speedily work on ways to provide necessary assistance to forestall further occurrence. Now to the rest of the stories. The National Orientation Agency (NOA) in Akwa Ibom has raised alarm over the rising circulation of illegal small arms and light weapons, calling it a serious threat to Nigeria's peace and development. The State Director of NOA, Mputum, warned that the proliferation of these weapons is driving violent crimes, communal clashes, terrorism, and human rights abuses nationwide. He explained that such arms include pistols and rifles, while light weapons refer to those deadly firearms such as grenade launchers and machine guns, often used by criminal gangs and insurgents. Mputum highlighted that the ease of access and affordability of these weapons make them attractive to non-state actors, worsening insecurity across the country. He stressed that the impact goes beyond physical destruction, affecting social and economic well-being. As Nigeria ramps up efforts to scale national identity number (NIN) enrollment nationwide, the National Identity Management Commission (NIMC) has reiterated its commitment to transparency and compliance through its network of front-end partners (FEPs), who remain critical to the success of grassroots enrollment. Director General and Chief Executive Officer of NIMC, Abisoye Koka Odushote, stated this during an engagement session with the FEPs at the 2025 Management Retreat with the theme Leading with Purpose, Digital Transformation in Identity Management. Koka Odushote emphasized the Commission's robust monitoring mechanisms to ensure FEPs comply with federal standards, as they are frameworks that guide their operations to ensure federal government rules are not flouted. She noted that front-end partners, who are third-party service providers licensed by NIMC to support NIN enrollment, are now key players in the Commission's strategy to decentralize identity registration across states, local governments, and wards. And now to foreign news. Russia has hit Ukraine's second largest city, Kharkiv, with a massive drone and bomber attack, killing 4 people and injuring nearly 60 others. Local authorities say 2 people were also killed in Russian strikes on Kherson in southern Ukraine. Kharkiv Mayor Ihor Terikov says 48 drones, 2 missiles, and 4 glide bombs had been used against the city on Friday night, while more glide bombs were reportedly dropped on Saturday. Earlier, Moscow said a massive wave of drone and missile attacks across Ukraine on Thursday night was in response to terrorist attacks by the Kiev regime after attacks on Russian railway infrastructure and air bases last weekend. Now sports. Nigerian forward Esther Okoronkwo has been named Player of the Month for May by Canadian club AFC Toronto. Okoronkwo scored 3 goals in 4 games for AFC Toronto, including a crucial brace against Calgary Wild FC and another goal versus Montreal. The 23-year-old's performance helped secure important wins for the team in the Northern Super League. She joined AFC Toronto in February after leaving Chinese club Shandong Danzong Zuoyue. Okoronkwo said she approaches every match with the same focus and determination, aiming to give her best to help the team win. Her consistent form is drawing attention and boosting her profile as one of Nigeria's rising football stars. Now to the weather report. The Nigerian Meteorological Agency (NIMET) has forecast widespread thunderstorms and rainfall across the country from Sunday through Tuesday. In its weather outlook released in Abuja, NIMET predicts morning thunderstorms and moderate rain in parts of Taraba and Adamawa on Sunday, with more intense storms expected later in the day across northern states including Kano, Katsina, Borno, and Zamfara. Thunderstorms and rain in areas like the FCT, Niger, Nasarawa, and Kogi on Sunday evening. In the southern states, rain showers are expected later in the day in places like Lagos, Delta, Abia, Cross River, and Ondo. By Monday and Tuesday, the agency says similar weather patterns will persist with early and late thunderstorms predicted in various northern and central states. Residents are advised to prepare accordingly and exercise caution during heavy rains and storms. And that's all for the news at 4. Ensure the registration mark on your vehicle is clear and visible at all times. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms on X at Traffic Radio 961, Facebook Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. On YouTube, subscribe and watch us live on our channel, Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website on www.trafficradio961.ng. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration supported 152 businesses and persons in the tech ecosystem under the Lagos Innovate program? You can get more details on the Lagos State government's website. To end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has commended President Bola Tinubu for providing support for the procurement of additional rolling stocks on the Blue Line corridor to make transportation faster and more efficient for commuters in the state. The National Orientation Agency NOA in Akwa Ibom has raised alarm over the rising circulation of illegal small arms and light weapons, calling it a serious threat to Nigeria's peace and development. We also told you that Russia has hit Ukraine's second largest city, Kharkiv, with a massive drone and bomber attack, killing 4 people and injuring nearly 60 others. And in sports, Nigerian forward Esther Okoronkwo has been named Player of the Month for May by Canadian club AFC Toronto. For contacts with the newsroom, please send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. And that ends the news broadcast compiled by Adirayo Idowalaya. I am Akan Usen. Thanks for listening and please stay safe.